Hey, man.
Howdy.
I'm Officer Abrams with Fish and Wildlife. We're at Taylorsville Lake today in Spencer County. I'm assigned to Oldham County. Officer Casper here is assigned Spencer County.
This lake is one of the busiest in the state, mainly because of the proximity to Louisville. It just draws a lot of people from, our biggest metro area. We get a lot of people out here. Our mission is to enforce the hunting, fishing, and boating laws in the state. This time of the year, it's mainly boating. We're out here mainly to keep people safe, make sure people go home without being hurt at the end of the day.
While we're out here doing boat patrol, it doesn't mean that we ignore 150 charges, which is hunting and fishing. Even on boat patrol, if we see someone fishing, whether it's on the dam or from a boat, we'll go ahead and check them, and if we have any issues there, we will address them.
Howdy. Y'all catching any?
Little bitty sunfish.
Itty bitty sunfish. All right, well, we're gonna pull up right here beside you real quick, get you checked out and be out of your hair, okay?
We did a safety compliance check after checking their fishing license, make sure they had life jackets for everybody on the boat, had a fire extinguisher, sound producing device.
Last thing, how about an air horn or a whistle, some sort of noise-making device?
I've got a horn over there.
Give me a little toot. All right, guys, well, be careful, rest of your day, have a good day, and hopefully you catch some fish, okay?
Thank you, guys. Have a safe one.
Hey, you too,
You
thanks.
too. Happy 4th.
Thank you.
That dog
Dog, where's dog?
over there on the swim platform.
That's a good dog.
You gotta love the dogs.
Yeah, I love them. We don't deserve them, Lord knows.
Hello. Oh, you got a fishing license handy on you? No, that's a Florida license. You need to have a Kentucky fishing license. You don't have a Kentucky fishing license? No. One bluegill. A few more and you have a pretty good sandwich. All righty. Awesome. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
You have a good one. Good luck. You guys got a couple fishing licenses on you?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
So far, we've checked a few fishing licenses. We noticed everyone on the boat so far is being safe and having fun. We love to see that. We're all about fun, but we'll make sure that you're being safe about it too. That's the big thing, is safety out here.
So like that girl sitting on that pontoon, you'll see that on plane going down the lake. And that's the kind of thing we're looking for. I mean, in the end, we're out here to make sure everybody's safe.
I don't know if he's got a spotter on the boat.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good, sir. I'm Officer Abrams with Fish and Wildlife.
All right.
The reason we're stopping you is because we don't see you got a spotter on this boat for the tubers there.
Okay.
And
What's that mean?
someone to watch the people on the tube while you're towing them. Do you have any sort of mirrors or anything like that? No? Okay.
So next time I have to do that then? I have to have somebody that's driving while someone's watching them?
Yeah.
Correct, if you don't have the mirrors.
So basically one of you guys would have to come in here and watch the other one on the tube, so that way we can do it that way. We have to have a spotter to be safe.
So a basic boat inspection is us just making sure you have all the required safety equipment on your boat. Life jacket for everyone on board, a Type 4 throwable if your boat is 16 feet or over. All boats are also required to have a fire extinguisher on board, and the fire extinguisher has to be serviceable, meaning it cannot be expired.
Okay. Yep, that's good.
In addition, all boats have to have a noise-making device, whether it's a horn, an air horn, a whistle, or a bell.
Okay. So yeah, one of them is going to have to come in and be your spotter. So when someone falls off, they see it. In the future, if you get a rearview mirror to mount right there, you wouldn't have to do that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So y'all be safe.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Happy 4th of July.
You too, be
You
careful.
too.
Whenever you're towing someone, whether it's tubing, skiing, anything like that, you're gonna have someone on board with the captain, keeping an eye on the tuber to keep them safe, make sure they can alert the captain when he falls off. Big safety thing. Again, if you don't have someone there to watch them, you need to have mirrors like Officer Catherine was explaining, so you can keep an eye on the tuber.
Well, there you go.
Let's go get them.
We are.
Yeah, she's holding a kid. Kid's got a life jacket on, but she was holding the kid while she's up on the bass seat.
We saw a person riding in a high-rise bass seat on a bass boat. Above idle speed, it's an illegal, unsafe position.
Good. I'm Officer Abrams with Fish and Wildlife. The reason we're pulling y'all over, when the boat's underway, like it just was, you can't have anyone sitting up on an elevated bass seat. Okay? So hang tight just a second. I got you. I don't want you to get your fingers pinched or fall in or nothing.
Quite often we see people riding on the bow of the boat or the stern of the boat. The bow of the boat's gonna be the front of the boat, stern's gonna be the back. That's a violation and is extremely unsafe. Hypothetically, if your boat's underway and you hit a wake, you have a rider riding in one of those unprotected positions and they fall overboard, a lot can happen real quick. So we definitely take that very seriously.
Make sure you do one of the two, okay? All the information you need is on the back, okay? All right.
All right, thank you guys.
Be careful.
Y'all have a
Same
safe
day.
holiday, okay?
Appreciate y'all. Hope everything goes well today.
Yes, ma'am. Getting ready to go pull this boat over.
Yep. Stop. 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 Go ahead and throw it in neutral for me.
How are you today?
Good, how you doing?
Good, thanks.
Good. I'm Officer Abrams, Fish and Wildlife. Look, the reason we're pulling y'all over is because y'all are taking off underway and you have a rider hanging outside the protective gunwale of the boat.
Okay.
Okay? That's a big safety thing.
Okay.
I'm sure you can imagine you hit a wake or something like that, he falls overboard, you're underway,
Yeah.
and get real bad real quick, okay? Hang tight 1 second. Captain, you got some ID on you?
When it comes to a pontoon, especially on the front of the pontoon outside of the protective railing, if you fall off of that, you're just going in between the pontoons straight back to the motor. And we've seen the aftermath of those types of things, and that's why we're very serious about them. And we stop and we write citations for that.
A little 2-in-1 action there. Same exact reason we pulled the first boat over. That's a really big safety thing. If, God forbid, something happens while someone's on the outside that protective gunwale, and get real bad real quick. So we take this very seriously.
We've flown them out of here to U of L for that. When they go off the front of a pontoon and get sucked in between the pontoons, and it takes them straight back to the motor. We don't have a lot of idle speed areas on this lake, but we have a few. The main one being by the marina. And we get a lot of complaints from the marina about people violating that no wake zone. So we patrol it often while we're on the lake, mainly because of the damage that it could do to the marina and the boats tied up in the marina. Well, there you go.
Breaking wake pretty big there. Back her up.
Make sure they don't switch drivers.
All right. Talking about the no wake right there?
Yeah.
Yep, that would be the exact reason why we're stopping you, okay? Yeah.
Actually talking to the baby right here when it happened.
All right, I'm Officer
There it is.
Casper, Fish and Wildlife. The reason we pulled you over was because of the wake.
Yes, sir.
Can we see a life jacket for everybody on board, please?
Yep.
Life jackets are very important. When something bad happens on the water, it happens really fast and you don't have time to put on a life jacket. Basically, on a vessel, everyone on board has to have a life jacket that they can put on. If you're under the age of 12, that child has to be wearing the life jacket while the boat is underway.
So the other issue is the infant doesn't have a life jacket on.
Okay.
Anyone under the age of 12 has to have a life jacket on at all times.
Okay. We bought it. We had it.
Do you have one that fits?
Yeah.
Let's see that.
On a jet ski, anytime the jet ski is underway, anybody riding the jet ski has to be wearing a life jacket, or a PFD, which stands for personal flotation device. If you're skiing and tubing, the person being towed behind the boat on the skis or the tube must be wearing a life jacket, regardless of age. If we see a violation like that, we definitely stop them because it's the safety aspect of it to prevent injury or something worse. And of course, it is against the law, so whenever we see it, we are going to enforce it.
All right, sir. What I did is I wrote you for the no wake zone and child under 12 not wearing a PFD, okay?
I've had to work a few drownings in my career. I've only been on a little over 3 years now, and I have already had to work a handful of drownings. A lot of them, if not all of them, could have been prevented with a life jacket on.
I love being a conservation officer. It's one of those jobs that I believe I was born for. I love to hunt, fish. I love boating, and that's what we do. We enforce hunting, fishing, and boating.
Ever since I was a kid, I realized I wanted to do something with the outdoors. And when I found out there was essentially a police officer for the outdoors, for people that hunt, fish, and boat. I knew that's what I wanted to do. Ever since I've been hired on, it's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
I just love to get out there and do my part to keep people safe and ensure that hunting, fishing, boating will be around for my children.